At Focus on Liberia, we discuss everything Liberia, from education to politics, arts and culture, entertainment, agriculture, history, religion, family, and technology. Focus on Liberia uncovers and showcases the best of Liberia and shows the world the truth about Liberia. We educate, elevate, and promote all things Liberia. We conduct interviews, panel discussions, debates, and more. Tune in to Focus on Liberia on Facebook and YouTube and be a part of the stories that make up the news.
This is Focus on Liberia, and I am Dennis Ja.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another beautiful edition here on Focus on Liberia. I'm hosting a very special guest tonight, and we're going to be talking about the University of Liberia Alumni Association in the Americas. But before I go any further, my name is Leo Napolu Johnson. I'm going to be your host tonight, and my special guest is Sandra Berry Hall, who's going to be telling us a little bit about what's in store for you. So don't go. If you're just joining the live stream, please say hello to us. We will recognize you so we can say hi. But before I do that, I will go to Sandra and allow her to introduce herself. Please, go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Sandra Berry Hall, and I am the national I am the national president of the University of Liberia Alumni Association in the Americas.
Thank you very much, Sandra.
I apologize for that error.
That's okay. You know, they said the vice president don't do too much work. So she wanted a vice president position. So she will not so she can lead the president to do all the work. But she is actually the president. So good to have you, Sandra. And I will just say hi to Weddy Thompson's watching us here. Mami Mawa is watching us. Ruben Geme is watching us. Melvin Hall is also watching us. Vani A. Bala is watching us. So keep it coming, guys. We'll keep recognizing our viewers and hope you can engage with us through the comments. But I'm going to get right to it, Sandra, without wasting any time. What exactly is ULIBAA, or what is the University of Liberia Alumni Association in America? What is this? Like, what is this all about?
Well, it is an organization. First of all, the acronym ULIBAA, as you rightly said, stands for the University of Liberia Alumni Association in the Americas. And this is a group of people, just like any other alumni association worldwide, that compose of graduates, former students, former staff at the university, former professors, even presidents, former presidents, and spouses of, members of the organization, and just friends in general, friends and sympathizers, well-wishers, supporters of the University of Liberia and of this organization. So that's what ULIBAA is.
Thank you. So before I go further, all of y'all who watching the show tonight, y'all please call all your UL friends in America, in Europe, in Australia. Y'all tell them to come. The president of the University of Liberia Alumni Associations in Americas is speaking. So y'all come recall some of your UL memories and your post, your share on, your post some things on here so we can read your comments as well. But no, thank you. Thank you so much, Sandra. I'm going to get to it. There's been some rumor going around. The last time I logged into Facebook, I think it was a day or two ago, and this thing popped up in my news feed because I got some friends who also are part of your group. And it was like convention. Like, I was like, okay, convention. And I saw ULIBAA and I was like, okay, don't know much about it. But hey, we got the president in the house tonight. So tell us, what is the ULIBAA 2022 convention taking the city of Delaware by storm? Please tell us.
Well, this first of all, thank you very much, Leo. This is our 6th national convention, annual convention. So, of course, that means that we have this particular gathering every year. And due to COVID, we did not meet in person last year. So we had a virtual convention. However, we're so happy that COVID seems to be seems to be going out right now. And so we're able to have an in-person convention. And so they will the convention will kick off on Friday in a couple of days, on Friday, October the 28th, 2022, with a meet and greet session. In that session is supposed to start at 8 p.m. And we'll be there hopefully until 12 midnight. And then we'll continue the next day, October the 29th, and which happens to be my baby girl's birthday. So we will have our business session in the morning at 9 o'clock. And also it will be the not climax, but the main event of the convention. That will be our fundraising dinner ball, which will take place on Saturday also. Saturday evening at 8 o'clock in the evening. We say 7, of course, but we'll be starting somewhere between 7:30 and 8. So that will be, of course, in Delaware on Saturday evening on the 29th. And on the 30th in the morning, we want to go and give God thanks. So we'll have a church service. And then when we're finished getting the spiritual food, we'll go and have our farewell luncheon. So that would be the weekend.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you a question. Y'all UL people, y'all know how to party?
Trust me, they do. Or we do.
Okay, because I mean, made the people come over there to Delaware to come party, then y'all just do the thing some kind of way. So I hope y'all know how to party.
Trust me, we got plenty of LU folks that really know how to party.
Okay,
but that's not the main reason why we're gathering.
No. Coming to it.
Okay.
That's me the kind of thing I can do. I believe when we gather, we must mobilize, we must organize, and we must socialize.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with that. We can do all of it and achieve all of the goals. You won't raise money. They say not the main reason. You might not make people party good so they can pay good money.
I know.
we can do all. We can raise the funds. We can have a good time together. We can socialize. Look, they say when you want to make people agree, when you want to convince people, invite them to a dinner, break bread. Don't go do business meeting and set up the boardroom. I know you'll do all that one. But by the time you convince them to sit down with you and break bread with you and drink wine with you and eat food with you, you not do 90% of the job already to get in there. So, ladies and gentlemen, you heard her right. Delaware is where it's happening. Come out on a Friday night. According to her, she said it will be there till 12 midnight, but I doubt it. It will pass 12. I can tell you that one for sure. That it will be there way beyond 12 midnight. But come out to Delaware, and then on Saturday also, she just outlined a series of activities that will be happening, including the evening ball. Please don't just stay to the hotel. Only come for the evening ball. The other activities too very important. So come to it. But tell me a little bit. You're talking about fundraising. Do you have a goal? Do you have some type of idea in mind of how much money you're trying to raise? And why exactly are you raising this money? What are you going to do, or what are you hoping to do by raising these funds?
Thank you again, Leo, for asking that question. That is a very, very important question. And quite frankly, it is the whole purpose or the main purpose for which ULIBAA exists. Our motto is giving back to our alma mater. And so LU poured so much into us and helped prepare us to what and what we have become today. And so we feel being a part of this organization, we have an opportunity to give back to our alma mater, to our university. In the month of March this year, I had the opportunity to go to Liberia and represent ULIBAA at their 102nd commencement convocation as keynote speaker. And while I was there, my husband and I went, and so we used the opportunity to tour at least two of the campuses out of the five campuses that LU has now. So we toured the Capitol Hill campus and we toured the Findle campus, and it was just so heartbreaking. And that's because students at the university, especially at the main campus, the need is still it is at the Findle campus also, but at the main campus, something simple, something as simple as desks, chairs for the students to sit on during the course of their lectures. They don't even have those. The decks that they have there, they're out. They're so old. Many of them are already broken up. They don't even have arms to rest on, to write on. Many of them have to stand for a duration of 30, 45 minutes to an hour just to get a lecture in. Some of them, once they get in there and they're able to secure decks, broken decks, they pick that decks up from class to class to class. Some of them stand there in the rain. The ceilings are all broken up. The paint is off the wall. Some of the cement on the floor is broken up. And the learning condition there is just not conducive. It's just not. But I admire their resilience because they know they have a purpose, they have a goal in mind. They want to get an education, they want to get a college education. So they stick in there, they hang in there, and they go through all of the challenges just to, at the end of the day, get their degree. So while we can, we want to embark upon a DEX project. Okay, we want to be able to provide DEX. That's the bare minimum I think that we could do as an organization, to give back to the school, to at least have an environment where the students can sit on chairs to learn. And also we're looking at painting some of the classrooms, refurbishing them. We want to replace the whiteboards that teachers write on, and ultimately we want to convert these classrooms into 21st century classrooms where we can have projectors, we can have smart boards where possible, and let them be comparable to any university, abroad, especially in this country. But yes, but also I want to note also that the university or this organization adopted a long range project, and it's called the student recreation project. Okay, it's a multi-purpose recreation student facility that encompasses a whole lot of different things: classrooms, computer labs, nurses station. But it's a long range project that we adopted at the 2018 convention. And so that is our signature project, and that project is not going anywhere. But for right now, what can we do in our tenure to address some of the needs of the students at the university? We want to be able to provide decks for them. We want to be able to create conducive learning environments for them. So that is one of the reasons why we want to be fundraising this weekend so that we can help to address some of these needs. Thank you.
No, thank you. Thank you very much for taking us into your world a little bit and giving us some actual background here on where things are and where things are actually going. I really, really appreciate it. And all of you, you've heard it. You're trying to get decks to LU, painting, among some other things that you're earmarking on. And these things cost money. So you don't need to be from UL. If you can support people receiving education at UL as well, I'm pretty sure you will be welcome to also hang out with the UL folks and be able to support. At the end of the day, Liberia benefits and not just UL itself when the university does well. Just to recognize some of our viewers, Bwaka Kamara says he's watching the program from Totota, Bon County. Welcome,
Oh,
Bwaka.
wow.
Alex Nimla is also watching us. Welcome, Alex. Melvin Hall says, wonderful program. I'm watching from Atlanta, Georgia. Francis Wilson is also watching with us. We have Edward S. Tigbe watching from West Point, Liberia as well. So everybody, thank you for joining us tonight. It's a great night. You have with me here the president, Sandra Berry Hall, who's been talking about their upcoming convention in Delaware. They will be taking Delaware by storm, and it's going to be a 3-day affair. If you haven't heard, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But don't come with your pocket empty now, because they got to raise money to be able to pay for the thing. And and putting on these things costs money too. So come with something small so they can raise more than they will put inside, and at the end of the night, because they get those chairs at the University of Liberia. But let me come back.
Leo, excuse me, we'll take the big one too, not just a small.
Oh, by the way, they say y'all can come heavy, y'all come heavy. And y'all will able to come heavy too. That means talking small thing. No. Y'all can come heavy. The president say y'all can come heavy. We got enough room to accommodate, so y'all can come heavy.
That's right.
So y'all don't mind me. But I would like to talk to you, Sandra, maybe a little bit about some of the activities. And are there some activities that you guys have done over the years? As an association, I know COVID was a massive interruption for everybody. Nobody was able to do much during COVID. But have you guys been able to do some other things over the years, or have you seen some success in terms of support to your association to be able to do some things or get some activities done in support of the university over the years?
Yes, thank you again, Leo. So as a matter of fact, I actually embarked upon this journey with ULIBAA as a chapter coordinator. So I was appointed as chapter coordinator, and I organized the Georgia chapter, so I was the founding coordinator. We grew the membership to almost 100 people. And in 2018, I was elected national vice president. So I served along with the former president for 3 years. And during that administration, we were able to provide marching band set for the university. We were able to get some sporting equipment, some jerseys, some balls. We're able to get also some laboratory equipment. We got some laptops, desktops, and we have been able to give back, in a substantial way. We've given them books, but this time we want to step it up a little bit and, provide some desks, provide some stationery for them, much needed school supplies and stationery, for the students. Yeah. So, and every year we do have our annual convention. Hopefully in the future we can, begin to have at least 2 annual assemblies, 2 annual meetings face to face.
All right. No, thank you. Thank you so much. So let me say this. There are a lot of people listening to you tonight from everywhere as you're seeing. And some people may not be able to fly down to Delaware or get to Delaware. For example, I'm talking to you from Canada, right? I'm not even in the US. So some people may not be even able to get down to Delaware, but might be very interested based on some of the things you're talking about and might want to be able to support. What can you say to those who will not be able to come in person to attend the event, but might be interested to support? What are some of the ways they can still be able to support, whether financially and, like remember, let us say morally too? Y'all see everything they talk about here already moral. So the moral support not lacking. There's plenty of moral support. The financial support that they want small, that they want that aren't there right now. So y'all don't bring more moral support because plenty already here. Let's bring more financial support. And those of you who can help open some doors, reach out to. But how can people find ways to support?
Thank you again, Leo. Thanks for that question. So for former students, graduates, if you consider yourself alumni of the University of Liberia or friend of the university, and you want to attend the convention as a delegate, please, the package is $150, only $150. And you can send this money directly into the organization's account. by using Zelle or Cash App, and that number is 443-597-9973. Please let me repeat that. Cash App or Zelle at 443-597-9973. And if you're unable,
Is it the same number for both Cash App and
yeah,
Zelle?
yes. And if you're unable to purchase, a ticket, if you're not planning to attend the entire 3-day convention and you only want to come to the convention ball, the dinner ball, it's $50 per person per ticket. Okay. You can pay in cash or you can send it to the same Zelle or Cash App. Also, you can donate anything. No amount is too small or too big. If you don't have the 150 and you have $100, we'll take it. If you have $500, we'll take it. If you have 1,000, a million, we'll take it. So please help us out so that we can help our school.
Thank you. So those of you who are watching, we've just shared with you the Zelle and Cash App number. 443-597-9973 is posted right under this live. So you can use the Zelle Cash App that right away. You can complain. And just put it in there with ping. And the thing will actually drop in. So if you can make it, that money you're coming to use to buy the plane ticket because you're busy or so, that $400 or $500 you're coming to use to buy the plane ticket, pay for your accommodation, everything. Maybe that's everything came out of 1,000. And you can just package it because you're coming to lose it anyway. You're still coming to spend it. And maybe you got someone that schedule that conflicting and you just can't make it. So the expenditure you're coming to go to, you can get to bring your hat. It can arrive and it will actually do way, it'll be more effective than you ever actually imagine. And then it's cheap in that way because you're coming to spend all that money and then at the same time post something inside on top of it. Now you can just send the expenditure that you're coming to use. And so hit the Cash App number, hit the Zelle number. But let me say to you also to today, for those that are actually listening to you, Madam President, as you talk about this, right? Why do you think this is so important? Not just for alumni or people who graduated from UL, right? Why is this so important for Liberians and friends of Liberia across the board, right? To rally around and see how best they can support this initiative. Rather than just saying, let's just talk to UL alumni, let's ask ourselves, why is this so important in your perspective as president? Why is this so important to rally the support of everyone?
That is very, very important. And thank you again for that question. These young people at the university are the future of Liberia. There is a lot that hangs in the balance right now for that country. There is a brain drain as the result of the civil conflict in the number of years. Many of us are all over the world. We have a large number of Liberians here. We should be giving back and helping to train the next generation, but we're here contributing to these, to America's society and other societies all over the world. We're giving back. We're productive citizens all over the world. But how about our own? When I went there during my visit, those young people, I had meetings with them, and some of them just, their cry out is that you guys are our only hope.
Yep.
You guys are the only hope that we know. You guys are all we have to look up to. And so it is imperative and it is incumbent upon us that we give back to these kids. Not kids, but because many of them are adults, but they're still pressing in. They're still pushing. They're still pressing on to get that college education. And many of you who have graduated from the university, how it is, even abroad, without that college education, it becomes a challenge to live a comfortable enough life to pay your bills and to live comfortably. So we want to give them a fighting chance. We want to be able to help prepare the next generation so that our country does not continue to go down and down and down. So please, 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 we are pleading with you this evening. Please help us. Give back whatever you can. Give back to the university. For all you Libyans, please make the sacrifice. Give back to the University of Liberia Alumni Association so that we can help the students. Many of them are so poor. I'm telling you, so many of them are barely making it. But please, with your help, any little bit that you can give, it will help to put a smile on somebody's face.
So
Thank you.
let me say, so if you are also in Liberia and you want to support, please reach out to the president directly. If you don't have Cash App or Zelle and you are in Liberia, just reach out to the president. Her information is on here. Her full name is on here. You can just search her up, message her, and she'll be able to facilitate how you can help. Let me call on some of the notable people here so we can call their name. You who know them when you're here and you're telling them, I call their name for them to support, right? Olubake King Akele, the Honorable former Foreign Minister of Liberia, is an alumni of the University of Liberia. You know, oh man, won't see you later. Show up. We know you from there. A very faithful servant of the Republic of Liberia. Also, Vice President Joseph Boakai, presidential candidate now, who's running for the Unity Party. Alumni of the University of Liberia. Pape show up. I don't want a presidential envelope. Presidential
Exactly.
envelope when you actually coming. I just want to call a few of the people named Nathaniel Barnes, Ambassador Nathaniel Barnes. Also, Senator Vanny Sherman. You're new on the list too. And, you show up. Y'all get an eye on the late thing. Honorable Toba Nantipote. And, show up. Your name is on. Jerome Verder from the TRC. Jerry, Councilor Verder, you Cash App and Zelle. You in America. So you're on a high. You can just facilitate it. The people will be willing to actually get it here. So those are some of the notable people that I'm just calling that. Obviously, University of Liberia, great school, historic school, many, many, many more people. But I'll give you the opportunity as we wrap up here to maybe wrap up your message for the evening. What do you want to leave with people that are listening, people that are watching, and those that will watch even later? What is your message to them as we wrap up?
Thank you, Leo. So as we said from the beginning, this weekend we'll be celebrating ULIBAA's 6th annual national convention. All roads lead to the first state of Delaware. And I would be remiss if I did not register our deep gratitude to the chair lady, Mrs. Linda Tall, and her fine staff, Mr. Zachary Taylor Major, Mr. Washington Doe, Mr. Abram Cooper. All of these fine people have worked diligently for the past weeks just to get us ready for Convention 2022. For this, we say thank you. They actually took on the challenge at the very last minute when we didn't really know where we were going to be going this year. At the 11th hour, Linda and her team stepped up to the plate and they agreed to host us this year. Also, I want to register my sincere gratitude to the Executive Leadership Committee. My former Vice President first, Mr. Daniel Menza, if he's listening, if he's watching. Thank you, Daniel, for your service. Thank you for your friendship. Thank you for your support. Even right now, I can call you anytime, any day. You're always there willing to help me. And to our current Vice President, Mrs. Zion, our National Financial Secretary, Mr. Dr. Will Jala, our dynamic General Secretary, Mr. Atta Wiado. He's my right hand. Also, Mr. Daniel Twekwe. He is our national financial, not financial, but treasurer. And I call the both of them the money people, the money bag people. They have done such a good job in accounting for our monies and, being transparent and just, helping us to keep track of where we're going financially. And of course, I would not forget our dynamic chaplain general, Reverend Miara Teasley. Miara keeps us covered. She prays for us. She encourages us. And so for this team, I just want to say thank you for your support over the year, to our board of directors, Madam Chair Lady Wilhelmina Wilson, the Vice Chair Lady, Mrs. Niswa, and all of the rest of the 5 board members. I want to say thank you so much for your support. Thank you for working with us. Let us come to Delaware this weekend. Let us come with the spirit of unity, come with a mind to work together so that we can build a vibrant organization. Let's come putting our differences aside, come with one mind, with one focus, with one goal in raising resources so that we can give back to the institution that gave so much to us and helped us to become what we are today. So thank you all, and I look forward to seeing you all. We're going to be doing the booga, Leo, this weekend also.
There you go. Don't be surprised when I show up to crash the party.
Yes, we're going to have a good time. We're going to have a good time. We're going to raise money, but we're going to also have a good time.
Yeah, no, thank you. Thank you so much, Sandra. All of y'all who been wishing to go to party, COVID been stopping you. You're in the Delaware era. You got your opportunity. You show up, you buy your ticket. Even better, you're from the Alumni Association. Pay that $150 or whatever that is, collect your package. Delegate are important people. When they say let's vote, that the people then they can count.
Exactly.
So you get a voice on the table. But thank you so much. It's been a great time with you tonight, Sandra. And thank you to all of our listeners and all of our viewers. Please reach out. Please support. My name is Leo Napolo Johnson, and I'm your host. I was your host for tonight, coming to you live from Hamilton in Canada. Have a beautiful, beautiful night, and we look forward to a good time in Delaware with the University of Liberia Alumni Association in the Americas.
And thank you for having us.